Right, I'm back. Now I hope that my voice isn't too loud because I'm very near the camera and sometimes it's makes it a little bit too loud. What I'm doing now is I'm making my own trim. I often find that I can't find the trim that I want, so I make my own. So all you need is a bit of ribbon, some beading, scissors and a needle. I'm just going to thread mine again, and these are really easy to make. I find that doing it this way easier for me, to be honest, because I can I'll slow down now, but when I'm doing them on my own, like I've just done this, it's I'm quite quick at doing them. So I'm going to slow this down a little bit for you. Now, I do each one individually. That's why it's easier for me, because I don't have to mess about. I have to double the knot at the end. So double the thread, basically. Trim off as much as you can. So you've just got that knot left. And what I'm starting off with is a little bead. So I've got a little seed bead. And you do need a needle that'll fit on. Pull it to the end and split the thread. Pull the bead down to the end. Now that's didn't get that, sorry. Let me do that again. Where did it go? Come here, wherever you are. There we go. Let's do that again. So pop the needle through the split and then pull your thread, and that catches that little bead. You can trim the end off if you want to. If you were using a nylon thread, you could just burnish it. Then that's the first bead. Then I'm going to take the little pearl teardrop. Now, because I'm doing them like this, it goes up and down zigzag like that, so I have to make sure that I've got the right one. So that's 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, that's a 7, and so that's a 9 next. So I just take 9 beads. Now this is going to be for a tag. I'm going to make a tag. So all I do is I get hold of the glue gun and I just, next door to where that last one is, a little bit of glue. Pull the beads down as far as you can and then pull it to the end of that and put your finger on it. Because we're going to seal this off, so they will not come off at all. I've done dozens like this. And you get exactly what you want rather than be looking about and paying a fortune, because pearl beaded trim or beaded trim alone is very expensive. But in my household and my craft room, we do our own. Now that bead's too small to go over the end, so we'll just try another one. And that one is, I don't want to put the same bead on. These seed beads are quite, you know, some fit, some don't. You just have to, that's it, that'll do. Let's try and separate. I haven't got my spyglass on, so I can't see what I'm doing half the time. So don't push that through and then pull it, because it'll just pull the bead off. So you need to be able to go through the thread, push your needle out like that, and then it'll stay on. And you need the base bead, which is the teardrop, and then we need, that's the longest one, so then we need to do 7 again. Keep them on the needle if you can. So that's 5, 7. And again, you don't have to stitch them in. I mean, I've done it before where I've just stitched them in. But that takes too long. This is far quicker and it's just as safe. They will not come undone. I've done these and still got projects that are, you know, going strong. And you just snip it off there. You do get covered in glue, but be careful with hot glue. I always tell you to be careful with hot glue. Let it cool a few seconds. And if you're only putting a smidgen on, because you'll be putting more on later when you're putting the covering it over. I've covered this end over so far, and then realised that I'd forgotten to put the 4 on at the end. So I've had to stick that on, but we're going to cover that completely. So I'm not fussed about that at all. So we can push that on. Some will push on, some won't. Again, pull the bead on first and then push the needle off. And that'll secure that on. So like I say, 9, 7, that's a 7, and that's a 6. I don't know where that went. Me cannot see. There it is. Got it. Again. I mean, this is going to have a lace cover over once it's done. So that is going to fold over. And then it'll have a lace on top, so you're not even going to see it. I only need 3 drops because it's only a 4-inch wide tag. It will be. Now, let's get these sorted. This is the only problem with them when you're doing them. I like them to be nice and neat. I'm just OCD, that's all. That's it. Pull them down a little bit. See? Now where's my needle? Got it. So 3, 6, 3, 6. That's 6, isn't it? So then we need to do a 4. And I think that's the end of it, isn't it? 3, 6, 4, yeah. So that's going to be the end. I'm not going to do it any wider than that. Let's pull that back, pop the needle through there. Like that. Pearl droplet. And then 4 beads. So you can work out your own pattern of how you want your beads to fall. You know, pull it up towards it, press that down. That's given plenty of flexibility to the bead itself. We trim that, and then we should stretch that down a little bit, that's it. So that's going to do my tag. So what I have to do now is to carefully fold this over. So again, I'm going to go on top of that, run it along there. Put plenty, you know, just little dribs of glue, but all the way across. Pull that back this way. I'll just get that on, and then we can sort that out, pull it into place. It don't matter, it's not going to be seen anyway, so sorry, I'm just going to pull that back. Like that. Snip that. Cinch it. And then lift that up and poke that in. Let's do that. And then that. And that's fine. Just move that out of the way. Put the needle back so I lose them often. And that's my trim for the tag I'm going to be doing. Like that. And it's so easy to, you can go back and trim all the extra little bits at the end, and then you just pull it like that. It's quite strong. You don't need to do any more. That's fine. I'm quite happy with that. But that's how I do trims. And they really, really are very easy. You can make them with anything that you've got. Now, if you're just doing one for a flower, so you say you only want that, look how many you can make. I do mine, these tassel things, I make batches of. Let me just put this away before I spill that. I don't want to spill it. Right, like I say, I do batches of them. Let me just show you some of them. Oh, you say I use them so much, I might not have any. Oh yeah, no, not that one. Although we can do that. Yeah, just a minute. Let me find one. I use them so often. Oh, here's a small one, but I've started to cut it up and use it again. Let me just see. No, oh, here, look, like that. So I often do that for a flower. These are stitched. If they're only for a flower, they're stitched. They don't take too long to do. But these, I'll just do like this. You know, using glue, and they're perfectly alright to use in a project. So I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care. I might as well leave that out and take a picture of it, and then we can see which I do. I don't think I've got any more available at the moment. Like I say, I use them all the time, and I need to go through this because some of the beading I can take apart again. See, I make my own tassels, like these, which are, let's see if we can make one. I'm going to come back and make that, alright, and show you how to do it. Won't be long.